PFI has moved the Supreme Court challenging the order of the UAPA Tribunal upholding centre's ban on the Popular Front of India. That's the bit of news coming in. UAPA Tribunal is a special tribunal that has been set up where the orders of the Home Ministry or the department concerned, whichever organization is banned under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, that can be challenged. Now, the tribunal had upheld the order of the Home Ministry and now that can be directly challenged before the Supreme Court of India. PFI, the organization at the receiving end, a designated banned organization here in India, has now moved the Supreme Court against the order of the union government and of course the tribunal that upheld this order. Ananya, the grounds of moving in this application, what have they said in their prayer before the court?
Well, the PFI, the Popular Front of India, has now knocked the doors of the Supreme Court, challenging that UAPA Tribunal court order. Remember that the UAPA Tribunal had notified had in fact upheld the ban that the centre had levied on the Popular Front of India over its terror activities and its activities of promoting unlawful activities. And now what is very, very clear is that the PFI has knocked the doors of the Supreme Court, clearly saying and telling the court that, this is something that is an unlawful ban, that this is a ban that is ab initio wrong. And they should, and that's exactly why they have challenged it. They say that the material has not been considered and they are just an organization that is into preaching and in fact putting forth the people of Islamic interest. They give out information and is also connected to the students. In fact, remember that all of the affiliates of the PFI, whether we talk of the Campus Front of India, that is the CFI, or various other organizations attached to the Popular Front of India, were banned by the central government for its unlawful activities. The ban was upheld by a UAPA tribunal and the UAPA tribunal had dismissed all the claims that were made by the Popular Front of India, and that particular order, after the particular order of the UAPA tribunal was actually given out, the ban was also notified by the centre through a gazette notification. Now, months after that ban had actually been notified, now that particular notification of the central government and also the orders of the UAPA tribunal that was headed by Justice Dinesh Kumar Sharma of the Delhi High Court has now been challenged before the Supreme Court. The matter today got adjourned due to a letter being circulated. A letter of adjournment was circulated, and that's the reason why the matter has now been adjourned for the next date of hearing. We'll get to see when the next list comes, when the matter is to be listed. And very, very clearly, this is a big move coming from the Popular Front of India. But whether or not such a relief could be, given out by the Supreme Court or not is something that we'll have to wait and watch for. Because when we had seen it in the past, whether we talk of the various other organizations like the SIMI, who had challenged this particular ban before the Supreme Court, no kind of relief was actually granted to them. And we'll have to wait and watch as to how things actually pan out in the case of PFI in this case as well. Anusha.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ananya, for putting all of that into perspective. We'll continue tracking all these developments here on CNN News 18.